Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha with Ice Cream Fitness here. Today, Bagpuss and I want to talk to you guys just a little bit about carbohydrate restriction and when you might want to actually reduce your carbs and what the benefits of that might be. But hold on, let me give you guys a bicep shot first. Oh, Bagpuss didn't get to do a bicep shot last time either, so there you go. Alright. I am generally of the opinion that you need to work in as many carbohydrates as you usually can into your diet if you're very active, you're athletic, particularly if you're lifting weights, which most of my subscribers are. And it's not that you can't get away with lower carb diets and just increasing the fat. It's that you're going to get slightly better body composition and performance from doing it with higher carbs. But we are talking tit for tat. We're not talking about that you're going to have 10 pounds difference of muscle or something like that as a result of it. We're talking very small differences, but if you want to optimize, it's better to go the route of a bit higher carbs. Now, there are times when you will need to restrict carbohydrates. Number one is going to be if you need to reduce calories. You're already at the fat intake or the protein intake that you need to be at, that you know is optimal for you, for your stats, and for your body. But you need to start cutting. You need to lower calories further, and you don't have any choice but to remove them from carbohydrates because that's your most flexible number. And also, you've got to remember, carbs are the most diverse and flexible from person to person because your protein and fat needs are fairly static, but people have different metabolic rates. They burn more calories, they have different activities, so carbohydrate intakes are going to be the most flexible, and therefore the amount of carbs that a person needs is going to be massively different from person to person, depending upon the composition of their diet, their activity, their hormones, things like that. So carbs are also something that you're going to manipulate the most accordingly. Now, the other time when you might want to do that is if you know that you need to increase your fat intake. You're seeing signs that your fat intake is simply too low. You're feeling more lethargic. You're seeing changes in hormone levels, sex drive, and you realize that your fat intake isn't quite high enough to fulfill those things for you personally, in which case you're going to have to reduce carbohydrates to get more fat in your diet. Now, a lot of people who like keto diets will claim that fat is more satiating than carbs, and that is true for some people, but protein is more satiating than fat calories are in virtually everybody. And it's more muscle sparing. So if you're cutting and you're having trouble with satiation and you want to adjust macronutrients, again, you might need to reduce carbs to increase your protein. If you're on 200 grams of protein and you're getting hungry too often and you have plenty of carbs left for wiggle room and you feel like you need more satiation, a lot of people will take those carbs and roll them into fat, but I wouldn't if you're getting enough fat to be satiated. Roll those carbs into protein calories because one, the thermic effect of the protein is going to give you a different net caloric intake. So if you increase your protein by 100 grams and you reduce your carbs by 100 grams, you've actually created probably another 100 calorie deficit, even though you're consuming the same number of net calories just through the thermic effect of the food, plus it's going to be more satiating. So when you get in that type of situation where your cutting is stalling just a little bit, you're getting too hungry, that is a time when you might want to reduce carbs slightly and roll those calories into protein. And this is my advice for most people. Now, Bagpuss, on the other hand, is a keto bra. He doesn't eat carbs at all, mainly because he's a predator. And he pretty much eats meat. And look at that physique. So there are different ways to go about it. So if you're a human athlete, I would recommend that you only restrict carbs and reduce carbs in the situations that I described. But if you are a 100% predatory animal like Bagpuss, you might want to consider an all-meat ketogenic diet. Alright guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you next time.